Imagine owning a car so rare, so bespoke, that not even Rolls-Royce itself will make another one like it. A car whose price tag rivals a private jet. This is not just transportation, it's a statement of ultimate craftsmanship, heritage, and individuality. The Rolls-Royce Droptail is the newest jewel in the crown of automotive luxury. A coach-built masterpiece rumored to cost around $30 million, making it one of the most expensive cars ever created. But behind the shimmering chrome and hand-polished wood lies something far deeper. The Droptail isn't just about opulence, it's about identity, legacy, and the rebirth of a century-old tradition, the art of coach building. In this video, we'll explore what makes the Rolls-Royce Droptail so extraordinary, from its breathtaking design and engineering secrets to the story of the mysterious client who inspired it. By the end, you'll understand why the Droptail isn't merely a car, it's a work of art on wheels. To understand the Droptail, we first need to go back in time, to when cars were more than machines. They were expressions of personality. In the early 20th century, coach building was the ultimate luxury. Rolls-Royce supplied the chassis and the engine, but the rest, the body, interior, and every last detail was handcrafted by artisans to match the owner's vision. Then came industrialization, mass production took over, individuality faded, and the era of coach building seemed lost forever. But Rolls-Royce, being Rolls-Royce, never truly lets history die. In 2017, the company revived this tradition with the Sweptail, a custom creation that shook the automotive world with its price tag of $13 million. A few years later came the Boattail, a stunning convertible inspired by luxury yachts, rumored to be worth $28 million. Now, the Droptail takes that legacy further, representing the most ambitious, personal, and technically advanced Rolls-Royce ever made. At first glance, the Droptail looks almost impossibly elegant. Low, wide, and muscular, yet graceful like a sculpture in motion. The design was inspired by both 1950s roadsters and modern architecture, blending nostalgia and innovation in one breathtaking form. Its long hood and short rear deck recall the proportions of classic grand tourers, but its curves flow with a subtlety that only hand craftsmanship can achieve. Every panel is shaped from aluminum and carbon fiber, polished for weeks until it reflects light like liquid. The front grille, a hallmark of Rolls-Royce, isn't simply vertical bars, it's a single-piece metal sculpture, hand-beaten and brushed to perfection. Even the Spirit of Ecstasy, the iconic hood ornament, was redesigned to appear more dynamic, as if leaning into the wind. And then there's the roof, or rather, the lack of it. The Droptail is a roadster, a celebration of open-air freedom, but Rolls-Royce added a removable carbon fiber hardtop with an electrochromic glass panel that can shift from transparent to opaque with the touch of a button. It's technology meeting tradition effortlessly. Inside the Droptail, the world outside simply disappears. This is not a car interior, it's a handcrafted sanctuary. The centerpiece is wood, but not just any wood. Rolls-Royce spent years searching the globe for the perfect veneers. In one version, called La Rose Noire Droptail, the interior features black sycamore and rosé red lacquer inspired by the petals of a rare French rose. Over 1,600 individual wooden pieces were precisely cut, sanded, and assembled by hand. The dashboard seamlessly integrates an exclusive Audemars Piguet Royal Oak concept timepiece, designed specifically for this car, removable and wearable by the owner. No luxury detail is accidental. Every stitch, every curve carries meaning. Even the air vents, often overlooked in most cars, are made from solid billets of aluminum, polished to mirror perfection. The seats are wrapped in supple leather, dyed in bespoke shades, mixed for this one owner alone. Rolls-Royce calls it intimate grandeur. It's not about being flashy, it's about being flawless. Beneath the handcrafted beauty lies equally astonishing engineering. The Droptail's chassis is unique, based loosely on Rolls-Royce's architecture of luxury platform, but redesigned almost entirely for this project. It combines carbon fiber, aluminum, and steel to provide rigidity for an open-top body without sacrificing comfort. Under the hood lives the familiar yet mighty 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12 engine tuned for effortless torque. Rolls-Royce never discloses exact figures for their coach-built cars, but estimates suggest around 600 horsepower and a 0 to 100 kilometers per hour time of about 4.8 seconds. Astonishing for a vehicle of this size and weight. But speed isn't the goal. The Droptail is about presence. Every gear change, every glide on the road feels like time itself slows down to let you enjoy it. Engineers even tuned the exhaust note to sound like a deep breath, not a roar, because real power doesn't need to shout. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Droptail story is the mystery surrounding its owner. Rolls-Royce never reveals names, but insiders suggest that each Droptail was created for a different client. Only 4 in total, making them one of 4 masterpieces, each with a distinct identity and theme. The La Rose Noire Droptail reportedly belongs to a wealthy couple from Europe, inspired by their shared love story and passion for art. Another version, Amethyst Droptail, features purple hues and gemstones symbolizing royalty and spirituality, possibly commissioned by a Middle Eastern family. These aren't mere purchases. Each client worked side by side with Rolls-Royce designers for years, choosing materials, motifs, even scents for the cabin. They didn't just buy a car, they co-created it. In an age of mass luxury, that level of personalization is nearly extinct, except in the world of Rolls-Royce coach build. Building the Droptail wasn't just about artistry, it was about overcoming engineering challenges no one had faced before. For instance, the open-top design required Rolls-Royce to invent new structural solutions to maintain stability. The wooden veneer inside had to survive temperature changes without warping, a task that took 2,000 hours of testing. Even the paint is unique. In the La Rose Noire version, the surface shifts subtly between red and black, achieved through a custom pigment that changes under light, and it took 150 passes of paint to perfect. Rolls-Royce artisans spent over 20,000 hours crafting each Droptail. That's more than 2 years of full-time work on a single car. The result is something beyond perfection. A machine that feels alive, personal, and eternal. And then comes the moment the Droptail reveals its magic. Under sunlight, the car transforms. Reflections dance on the curves like ripples on water. The engine hums with calm authority. The timepiece on the dash catches a ray of light, and suddenly you realize this isn't just a car. It's a manifestation of human artistry, a physical poem written in metal, leather, and wood. Every inch of it whispers stories of love, of legacy, of limitless imagination. In a world racing toward automation and artificial intelligence, the Droptail stands as a defiant reminder that craftsmanship still matters, that the human hand, guided by passion, can create something machines never will: emotion. Few people will ever see one in person, even fewer will ever touch its wheel, but for those who do, the Droptail isn't transportation, it's transcendence. The Rolls-Royce Droptail represents something far greater than wealth or prestige. It symbolizes the return of true individuality in a world where luxury is often mass-produced. It shows that perfection isn't about quantity, it's about meaning. Every detail in the Droptail carries a story, every decision was personal, and every inch was touched by hands that refuse compromise. While the rest of the world races to build faster, cheaper, and smarter machines, Rolls-Royce quietly reminds us of the beauty of slowing down, of creating something timeless. Whether you're an enthusiast, a dreamer, or just someone who appreciates craftsmanship, the Droptail isn't a car to own, it's a masterpiece to remember. If you enjoyed this journey into the art of ultimate luxury, consider subscribing, not because it's routine, but because you love stories where imagination meets excellence. Because in the world of the Rolls-Royce Droptail, every story begins with a dream.